some overall thoughts on today's game?
I thought we came out pretty strong. Offensively, for sure. Moved the ball in the first drive, scored a nice touchdown, but just weren't able to come out in the second half. I thought we got in a slump and weren't able to get out of it. The defense played a heck of a game in the second half. They really stepped up, but we kind of flipped roles, so we got to be on the same page at all times.
How did you think you did overall in your performance? Like you said, y'all did really, really well in the first half, and the second half is a bit slowed down. So how did you think your performance was?
Not that it really matters, but I thought I did all right. I mean, sometimes I held on the ball too long. I'm probably accountable for at least one or two of those sacks for sure, but didn't do enough to win. Not as an individual and not as a team. So it doesn't really matter about the individual stats now. So we just got to come out and come back tomorrow and watch the film and then get ready for next week.
They shut down the rushing game for you guys today. What did you see from that?
We just weren't able to get it going. I mean, we had two great backs back there. The offensive line always does a great job. Props to them. They were twisting. They were doing a lot of things, bringing blitzes. But that's not an excuse. We definitely got to get the running game going because it's going to open up the pass game here.
Overall, what do you think some positives came out of this game?
We had a lot of different guys catch passes again, especially at the receiver corner. But as bad as we did play, defensively in the first half and offensively in the second half, we were still 6 points down with almost an opportunity to go around and score to win the game if they wouldn't have made that field goal. So, but we were in the game. That's a great sign. We played. We didn't play even close to our potential, but it's a good sign to know that if we would have played, we would have been there.
How would you characterize today's game?
I think we have to execute more. I think on defense, offense, and special teams, we weren't good enough. We're going to go in tomorrow, we're going to get everything corrected. And although the second half was better than the first half, it's never fun losing. So it's a bitter feeling. There's some positives to take away from the game, but I mean, all in all, we have to get better, and that's all it comes down to.
What were they doing in the first half with the running game that made them so effective?
I'm not so much sure if it was something that they were doing. I think it was more so us defensively, shooting ourselves in the foot, making mistakes, not fitting right. So, like I said, we have to come out and we have to execute better.
How did you think overall y'all did during the last stretch? Because it seemed like y'all were in it in the first half, the second half. What was going on in the locker room? What did y'all do after the half?
I think the defensive coordinator came in. We made our halftime adjustments. He's phenomenal with his halftime adjustments. Coach Wilson came and he talked to us about it's going to be a fight. We have to dig deep and we have to be tough. And so, I mean, we came out and, like I said, we stood and execute to our best abilities, and we're going to get it corrected. We'll be better.
So, a shortened week this week, y'all play on Friday. So, what are y'all going to do? What are you going to tell your team this week in order to prepare for this next game?
You have to have a short memory. We'll go in tomorrow. Tomorrow's the truth. That's what we call it. Sundays are for the truth. We go in, we make corrections from this past game, and then after that, it's done. You have to have a short memory. We'll come back on Monday and we're preparing for Arizona State.
I know you don't play with the offense, but how do you think that your quarterbacks did for your team?
I think our quarterbacks are good. They stay composed. I'm proud of both of them. They're both troopers. They're both hard-nosed guys. They're never going to point the finger to anybody. And so I'm excited, honestly. I'm excited to see how we respond as a team. And I think it will surprise a lot of people.
Hey, Nate, how could you just talk a little bit about today's game? How do you think it went?
For the most part, when we first came out, we came out a little flat. Halftime, we got in, made our corrections, and we started, forcing 3 and outs often early. But just something we have to focus on is coming out strong in the first half.
What were they doing in the run game that made them so effective early on?
There's being more physical at the attack. That's just one thing that's on us. It's a mindset. They came out, they're pounding the ball, and we shot away from contact, and that's just not. It's just like football.
The second game in a row that's kind of happened. You guys feel like there's something you guys are doing wrong specifically, or is it just just mistakes that are happening?
Well, they came out and they kind of up-tempo us a lot. We were getting the calls in late, so they didn't want to scramble to get lined up, and at the end of the day, we don't know the call. We just play a call and just get down and get ready to go.
What can y'all improve most in order to win this next coming game?
We're going to get in the film room and just make our corrections. The team that we're playing just coming up with a totally different offense. So, like I said, it's just really the game is just on us. We just need to do a better job of not making mistakes early in the game and get our offense opportunity.
Even with the early on mistakes, you guys clamped down defensively in the second half. What was the difference in that second half for you guys?
It was just a mindset. We knew that we got beat in the first half, that we were getting pounded in the first half, and we just came in and we kept each other up, and we told each other that it's not going to happen in the second half. We made our adjustments, we came out, and they ran what we expected them to do, and they just couldn't do anything about it. One thing I would say is we probably need to make get more takeaways, get our offensive short field so they can punch it in.